Weaponeer here. Last time I showed you a frontline holster. It was a leather holster inside the waistband. This time I'm going to show you another frontline holster. I like frontline holsters. And obviously all my holsters that I'm going to be showing you are for 1911s, all the frontline ones that are. And the reason is because everybody knows what the size and shape and dimensions are of a 1911. All my 1911s are full-size 1911s, so it's a large pistol, and so you get an idea of how easy it is to conceal even a large pistol. If you have a smaller pistol, it's going to be a lot easier to conceal, and you're going to have no problem at all hiding it. This one right here is an outside the waistband holster, and this is a Kydex holster, as you can see. This right here is very easy to use. There is no safety strap holding it in place. This is actually a BFL Kydex holster, and the catalog number on the holster is actually a K4014. I'll get it right yet. But like I said, it's for a 1911. This is a large frame 1911, so it's going to be a large pistol. And you hear that snap. Well, it's form fitted, and it does have 2 screws on there, so you can apply tension to the holster. So it's not like there's nothing holding it in. There is tension holding the pistol in, but there's no safety straps. And because there's no safety straps, it's easy to pull out and easy to put back in. And for me, if I need to go ahead and pull it out, then there's going to be one of those days where I probably fumble around, or that morning I probably slammed my thumb in the door or something like that, and I have a hard time getting the thumb break off of it. So there's always going to be something that's going to go wrong, and if there's nothing there to go wrong, then it's even easier to go ahead and draw. So that's why I like having no safety in here. No strap or anything like that. If you absolutely need to have one, you can go ahead and use a lanyard. And lanyards, I recommend lanyards actually. If you're going to be in the field or something like that, a lanyard's a really good thing because pistols are expensive and dropping them on the ground sucks. They're easy to get lost because they're typically pretty small. And so if you're in the field, you should have your lanyard. I had a lieutenant that didn't use his lanyard once, and when he was using the latrine outdoor slit trench, and dropped his pistol into the muck, and he had to go ahead and pull it out and clean it up. And after that, he always used his lanyard. So if you really need a lanyard, or if you need something that keeps your pistol there, this right here does have the tension, and you can adjust the tension. But if you need something other than that, a lanyard is not a bad idea. It also prevents someone from taking it. When they take it, they don't expect a lanyard, and it stops. And once it stops, it's basically at the length you can go ahead and beat them to death. So that's another reason why you can use a lanyard. Not all pistols are set up for lanyards, but if yours is, then it's not a bad idea using one. As far as this one goes, once again, Frontline Holsters is a premier manufacturer for holsters in Israel. I really like these holsters. I reviewed the last one. I loved that one. This one right here, outside the waistband, easily hidden with a light coat or even a longer vest. As you can see, it really doesn't stick out very far. Remember, this is a full-size 1911, so this is a big pistol. And still, this right here would be very easy to go ahead and hide. Very easy to conceal. So you could use this for a CCW. And just remember that it does not have any kind of thumb break or anything like that. This right here is going to pull out very quickly. And I just watched a video last night, and it was some other country. I don't know if it was Turkey or what, but there was a store owner in like a jewelry store, and there was a hit on him. Now, obviously because they broke in and they just started shooting, and he was hit once or twice. And he was able to go ahead and draw his pistol, and either it didn't fire or it wasn't, he didn't get the slide all the way to the rear or something. He tried 2 or 3 times, and by the time he was able to go ahead and get it to the rear, he was already pretty much done. His fight was over with, and about 2 minutes later, he was over with. So, typically having nothing in the way, when seconds count, I'd rather have the few seconds I can use for aiming or anything like that. So that's why I like having no break there. To each his own. If you need one, use one. I'm going to be doing a couple of reviews on another one just like this, and it does have a thumb brake. And another one that has you have to press it with your fingers in order to go ahead and draw it out of the pistol. So I'm going to be reviewing a couple other Kydex holsters that do have safety mechanisms to keep them in the holster. Sometimes they work really well, but like I said, depends on how much time you have and in the situation you're in. So just keep that in mind. I really like this holster. This is a great holster. This is a simple holster to remove. One snap, and we'll just unsnap that, and this holster will just slide right off the belt, just like that. So you don't have to use, well, you don't have to slide your belt off and stick it through here, and you don't have to remove your belt every time you want to go ahead and remove the holster. There's something else about these holsters is they come with these spacers. Now this is the one that's in it, and it has two little protrusions coming up the top, and it's got two holes down here in the holster, one here and one here. And all you do is you take this and slide it into your holster, and then lock it into the holes. And now that's designed without a spacer in there. That's like on a that would fit a GI pistol belt. And with it in there, that right there is designed to fit like my operator belt. And if you take this one out, once again, if you take it out, it's GI pistol belt. Put the thick one in there, like this one right here, and we'll insert that in there and lock it into those two holes. Now, it's designed to go ahead and fit the narrower belts, which are typically your dress belts. So now, this right here would fit the dress belt just fine, and has it sliding around up and down. It also has little spikes on the inside, on this side of it, and those spikes lock into the belt and prevent the belt from sliding front to back. So once you lock this in place, you pretty much don't have any worries about it sliding around. It's wherever you left it, it's pretty much where it's going to be. All the times that I've used this, I've had no problems at all with it sliding around. It's been very comfortable. It sits just high enough that it's not an issue with anything you're doing. So that's one of the nice things I like about it. This is all Kydex. The Kydex is one piece wraparound, taco style, and it has two screws, one here and one here. Those two screws are used to add tension, so you can go ahead and tighten them up and it'll squeeze it together more, and as it squeezes it together more, it adds more tension. And I could easily tighten this down even more, or I could go ahead and loosen them up all the way to remove this little piece of rubber, and I can cut that rubber in half if I needed to, and go ahead and place it back together, screw it down tight, and there would be so much tension on there, someone that's trying to grab your pistol, they're going to come up empty. It's just going to lock it right in there. There's two rivets, and the rivets hold the belt piece on. And like I said, you got a rivet here and a rivet here. They're a special kind of rivet. It's got like a washer on the inside, and the rivet comes through, goes through the washer, and then locks on the outside of the washer. That gives it a bigger head design, so it's not going to go ahead and pull out through the plastic. What do I think about it? Well, I really like the holster. I really like this design of holster. Number one, it works great for the range. This is a really nice holster for the range. I have absolutely zero problems with it. It's been very nice. I really like it. It's called the Frontline BFL, and like I said, this is a Kydex. This is a for the 1911. So they always put Colt, or in this case, it's Colt Government. And so if you see Colt on a Frontline holster, it's not talking about a single action. It's talking about the government model 1911, and it'll also have the model number, or the catalog number as they tend to call it, but the model number is K4014, K is in kilo. So if you're looking for a 1911 holster and without no safety strap, easy to get to outside the waistband, I highly recommend this one. This is a very nice and strong holster. Once it's locked onto your shoulder or onto your belt, it's not going to slide around, it's not going to slip around. If you got a decent belt, you're not going to have any problems with the holster at all. As for, when you're talking about a 1911, you do have to have a decent belt. My operator belt, let me take that spacer out of there. My operator belt has zero problems at all. And that's one of the more flexible belts rather than a nice strong leather belt. So if you have a leather belt, you're going to have zero problems. I don't have any problems with this operator belt, so a leather belt's going to be even better. These are excellent holsters. I've seen nothing but high quality in all the Frontline holsters that I have, and I really do like them. I do not have a problem at all in recommending them. This is a really fine holster. Once again, this right here is a K0, let me try this again, K4014. And this is for the Colt 1911. And like I said, they make this model right here for other models, so you can get this style, I should say, not this model, but this style in Glocks and things like that, and you're not going to have any problem at all finding a holster from Frontline. They do carry a large number of them. I do like the texture. It does have a nice no gloss texture, so it's not going to be shiny or anything like that. And I do like the fact it's just one snap to remove the holster or put it back on. So there you go, another excellent holster from Frontline. Once again, I received this holster from Zahal.org. That's ZAHAL.org. I don't know what my problem is tonight, but I have nothing but good luck ordering from them. For me, it's kind of like I don't have to pay state sales tax or anything like that because I'm ordering it from them. So I'm able to get it cheaper, and a lot of times it's free shipping. So I just like ordering from Zahal. I've had nothing but good luck from them, and when I look at a holster or something like that, I know that they're going to get me the best possible holster. They only carry the best, which is why I go ahead and I order from them, and if they have it, then I consider that probably something worth owning. So there you go. If you have any comments or questions on this holster here, please feel free to go ahead and post it below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to rate my videos. How else do I know if I'm doing a good job? I'm Weaponeer, and I'll catch you in the next video. What you want? What you want? Come on.